Administrative office at Tororo, but the colleagues in the country gave me the responsibility of leading them. So I'm also the chairperson of all the chief administrative officers in the country. The parish development model is a very good vehicle that is going to be used to get the 39% out of poverty so that they can be able to join the money economy. In the financial year 2021-2022, government allocated the money to all local governments to start the implementation of the parish development model. But as we are receiving the funds, we were told not to touch the money, not until guidelines are put in place. And when guidelines were put in place, all of us know that Bukedi was selected to be the launch of the PDM in the country. And in March, the president and the whole of government were in Chibuku for this launch. In all of the districts, there were pre-launch activities that were undertaken. These activities were mainly to mobilize the people, first of all, to know what the PDM is all about, what is expected of the various actors, and what is going to happen. So after the launch in March by His Excellency the President, we anticipated that we shall be able to go into full operation. Actually, in March, 5 out of the 7 district local governments, damage checks were given out to circles, and actually money was remitted to these circles that were formed during a period of time. Then it was only Tororo and Busia which were not handled because these 2 districts have municipalities in them. Because issues of urban are a bit different from the rural local governments. However, as we are moving on, not all the money that was budgeted for was given to us by close of the financial year. Especially the money that did not come in full was money under financial inclusion, and yet this was going to handle that period of financial inclusion. And yet the president had promised the people of Uganda that every parish would be able to get 17 million shillings. When you look at the monies in each of the local governments, depending on the number of parishes and the amount of money released, it would not make the 17 million shillings. So it was agreed in the government that since the money for financial inclusion, which would be able to make 17 million shillings, was not there, we were guided, Minister of Finance guided, that we get the money that had been put there as the procurement of gadgets. These gadgets were supposed to be used for data collection, maybe phones and laptops and computers. So this money was repurposed so that it could be added on the financial inclusion, so that now this money becomes the money for the parish revolving fund. And when we are guided on that one, we are given modalities on how to form the circles all over the country, and then we moved into the process of the circle formation, circle registration, opening of bank accounts, and then releasing of the money. All of this was done in that last month of June. Now, however, as we are moving along the way with the different guidance that we are receiving from different sectors, some of us moved a little bit very fast to implement some activities, especially when it came to the issue of mobilization.